They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it, no matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Ryan. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Well, they got the turnover in great field position, but unable to do anything with it. And they're left taking the easy 3 on the field goal.
Yeah, you're right about that. A great chance at a short field touchdown. On a sudden change, you take the ball away. You expect your offense to put into the end zone, but they'll take the 3 for now, even if they feel just a little bit let down.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Their 2nd drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw his car. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Carr's throw taken in by Adams. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
And a Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. From midfield, here's Carr. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done. When the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Colts 19-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Carr. This is caught. And he's brought down. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They go power. This is Johnson, the fullback. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to lead least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They run once more with Taylor. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
They go play action now. Ryan. He's got a man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Taylor with it to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 36, Ryan steps away to his left. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. He hits Adams, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Able to hit on a big play right there in the 2-minute drill. And now they've got a chance to use all the remaining clock and build on their lead right before halftime.
Jacobs going to try the middle. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a play fake. Carr out to his left. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Man, we see a lot of quarterbacks try and do this. They get out of the pocket, they get in trouble, and they try and force the ball into their star receiver to make a play, sometimes whether he's open or not. And I think this time, it was definitely an or not.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Pushes him over. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. We often give credit to the O-line. Their two tight end formation, those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Ryan. This pass caught. It's Woods. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage, put the ball right on him.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Hines. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Both teams making their final adjustments before we get started once again. And for the call of the second half, let's send you back out to Allegiant Stadium. And Brandon Gott.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gott. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey. He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Carr. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Carr to throw. And that will be incomplete as well. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a two-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Play action. It's Ryan. Dancing to his left. This is caught. It's Woods. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
The play fake. Here's Ryan. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Now it's Ryan. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. Touchdown Colts. Nyheim Hines, 38 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 in 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go play action with Ryan. Sliding out of the pocket. Caught by Woods. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. 57 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Ryan now off the bootleg. Rolling, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Max Crosby charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Running left, Taylor. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by Matthias Farley. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Counter play with Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, it's Drake. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Quickly a slant to Renfro. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Here's Jacobs. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Once again, it's Jacobs. Powered. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have taken a fourth-quarter lead. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 2. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now we give to Taylor. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Jonathan Taylor in the ball carrier. The tackle by Nate Hobbs. A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Play action, Ryan. He'll buy some time right. And he'll find Pittman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on him. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
It's now second and 10.
So now now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Ryan to throw. Flushed out right. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. They give to Taylor out of the dome. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Second down, another run with Taylor. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Here's Ryan. Wisely will throw that one away.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now it's Hines. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Now Ryan. Forced out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And he tugged this one badly. It's no good. Wide left. And they'll remain down by 2. Boy, so a chance to take the lead here in this fourth quarter, but he couldn't get this one on target.
Everything looked good. The snap, the hold, even the distance. The only thing off, the most important part, the accuracy.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Second down, Jacobs once more. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. To throw his Carr. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here's A.J. Cole now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And this returnable for Hines. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large, but here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school. I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the second half. 2nd and 7. Ryan to throw. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run with Hines. And a short gain down to about the 33. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run again with Hines. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. Blankenship's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he's in! Are you kidding me?
How do you get that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play. So this this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get